It's been a lot. I came in here as a young man, and it's taught me to balance my time between baseball and academics and grow to be the man I am now.
My 4 years here at Xavier have been pretty important to building my character as a person. Just being around the guys every day and the coaching staff has really shaped who I am. And just hard work in general is what I've learned since being here.
To me, it's about growing. I've been here for 5 years, and ever since I came here, started off, kind of as Bodie said, as a young man. You just develop so much between academics, athletics, and you just become a better person.
Just being at Xavier and being on the baseball team, I've just learned to, just work hard is the first thing. Every day, just come in and do your job and just grind it out every day, and it's worth it in the end. That's what I've learned, is just balancing school and baseball. I just got to work hard, and it's all worth it in the end.
I think the biggest thing growing-wise is just building relationships with people and, just being together with the guys. I grew up with 3 sisters, so I didn't really know what it's like to be around a bunch of guys, as brothers, all pulling for each other, going in the same direction. So I think the biggest thing is that relationship building.
I think as a Xavier baseball player, and then what that means to me has just been basically, it's kind of like a family. We're around each other, pretty much all the time, and you kind of grow a big bond with about everyone on the team. So it's kind of hard to replace that. It's been a blast with that.
I think being a Xavier baseball player is something you come in and everyone kind of talks about being the next guy, being Xavier baseball player. You don't really know what it means, and by the time you graduate here, it's something that you'll live by your entire life. All the skills on and off the field you've learned, you'll just carry it with you, and when you see another alumni, you'll know he went through the same stuff, and just kind of live by that code the rest of your life.
It means a lot. I've grown over these years a ton. Starting as a freshman, I honestly never scratched the field, and thinking where I am now is like mind blowing. But being a Xavier baseball player means to me is just honestly just like growing, not only as a baseball player but as a man in general.
Being a Xavier baseball player means a lot. Really helps build your character. Coach Guggen stresses a lot off the field, and I think that helps with a lot of guys grow from boys to men.
Well, the guys give me a lot of crap because last year I had my only home run was at Xavier, and I hit a ball that should have been caught, and the right fielder for Villanova fell on the little ramp we have out there, and I was on second base and he was just laying there, and I just kept running and I scored, and they counted as a home run, and I've never heard the end of it. Another funny story is 2 years ago we were playing at College of Charleston, and Googs was coaching third, and we had a play at the plate, and a guy was on second. He was scoring. He was rounding third, and Googs was waving him around and was getting so pumped up, and I think it rained the day before, and he ended up falling on his back and doing like a back somersault thing and turned to the dugout with his hat like this, and he goes, "Safe!" And everybody thought it was hilarious. So that's probably the funniest moment that sticks in my mind. So
On the field in baseball, I'd probably say winning the Big East. Outside of baseball, so this season we haven't had the best of season, and we're in St. John's, and we come out of Applebee's, and our bus driver's named Peter. Bear in mind, the bus we're driving is Peter Pan, and we get on the bus, and he's just blaring rap music that everyone loves. Everyone's dancing and stuff, and then we see Goose coming out of the restaurant, and first of all, Julie gets on the bus first, and then pretty explicit songs playing. Then Googs gets on. It's just a pretty funny moment how it all expired.
We were at, I think my junior year, we were at North Carolina, and I was the closer at the time, and it seemed like I think it was about like the 5th inning or something, and I had to go to the bathroom. So I was I was sitting in the bathroom, and the door was closed and everything, and I saw the handle turn, and I forgot to lock it. And at first, I thought it's just going to be one of my teammates, so I'll just try to play it off and just make a funny face or something. So I think I was just like made one of those kind of like stupid faces, and here comes Googs walking in, and he just takes one look at me and goes, "Oh, didn't need to see that." Turns right around and walks out. That was probably one of the funniest moments.
I mean, of course, the Big East championship was, something I'll remember the rest of my life. But also another funny thing that's happened. We're covering a bunch, I know that. But this past fall, we had a practice at early Saturday morning, and we actually had the tarp on the field, and not a lot of people were that awake yet. And some guy was walking down the street on Victory Parkway above the outside the field, and he sees us getting ready to pull this tarp off, and he might have had a late night the night before, but he came down and said a lot of energetic things, maybe some borderline things, but we definitely got that tarp off the field. He was yelling and screaming, like, motivating us in one way, waking us up, that's for sure. But that was a funny time. So
off the field, I'd have to say it was my sophomore year. We just got back from Christmas break, and I'm just sitting in the living room up at Fenwick, and Joe Forney comes in. He doesn't even say anything. He's got all his bags with him still. And he's like, "Dude, have you tried the cheesy cheddar burger from Wendy's?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's terrible." What it is you got a piece of bread, then like 3 pieces of cheese, a burger, 3 more pieces of cheese, another burger, and then 3 more pieces of cheese. So it's really disgusting. And he's like, "Dude, I bet I could eat about 10 of these things." And I'm like, "There's no way." And he's like, "Let's do it." So I forget what the actual bet was, but whatever it was, we ended up going to Wendy's and getting 10 of these things. And I gave him 20 minutes to eat all 10 of them, and if he got it, I'd pay him or whatever it was. And I think in the first 5 minutes, he crushes 9 of them. So he's got 15 minutes to eat 1 cheesy cheddar burger. So he's getting pretty full. You can tell he's kind of struggling. So he waits about 10 minutes to start the last one. And as soon as he does, he takes 1 bite, and he just runs to the bathroom and just throws up everywhere. And I don't think he's ever had one since, and I think he hates them to this day. So I think I kind of ruined the cheesy cheddar burger for him.
Yeah, so on the field, obviously winning the Big East tournament was great. But I think some of my best memories have come just when my family's been here. My mom came to Dayton this past year, and I was able to hit a home run, and that was nice for her to be there to see that. My brother came to Georgetown last year, and I had a really good weekend. And then my dad's always been a big supporter. Everyone's been saying that my success has been because of my dad's new bat he buys me every year. So that's always nice. And then my sisters are just like my biggest fans. So whenever they can be in the stands, it's always those are some of the most memorable games I have.
Yeah, there's a good one. It was like one of our first inter squads in fall ball, and Coach Aldi always films the pitchers right behind pitcher's mound. And I think Zach Lowler was throwing, who throws pretty hard, and he just piped one, and I hit it right back up the middle. Drills Coach Aldi in the knee, and Coach Aldi's a pretty big, tough guy, so tried to act like didn't really bother him, but for the next month or so, he's limping around, so that was pretty good.
Yeah, my freshman year, I think this is Mikey Moe's last year too. I went out. Usually if your parents are there, you can go out with them when you're on the road. But Mike knew a couple of the guys on Charlotte where we were, and so we went out with them, and we went to this place called a Bikini Bar, and we walk in, and Coach Googs is in there, and he gave us this look, and we were scared to death, and I don't think we played the rest of the weekend or any of the games the rest of that weekend. So that was definitely pretty funny.
I think my best memory would probably be at Middle Tennessee State. I had to start that weekend. I think it was my first weekend start, and I really didn't have anything that great that day, but I was getting a ton of swings and misses, and I ended up with quite a few strikeouts. I'm not certain how many specifically, but Had a lot of strikeouts. Our offense had a lot of success, and it was just a great day to be at the field.
I think, unfortunately, it happened this past weekend, but we had Peter driving the bus, and we came out of dinner one day, and he was blasting some music in the bus, and all the guys were pretty excited about it because it's never really happened before. But I think that was my favorite moment.
My favorite moment, or I guess best moment, would be at LaSalle my freshman year with Jacob Bodner. We were long tossing on the field, and we're stretching it out pretty good. We were about fence to fence, and he shouts down the line, "Throw it over!" And I look around, and I don't see anybody there, so I kind of just throw it over, and I'm sitting there laughing after I do it, and I hear Googs' voice from behind me saying, "You gonna go get that?" So I thought that was a pretty funny moment. But
Thank you. Love you guys. Turn up.
For my teammates, I just want to say thank you. I mean, it's been unbelievable, the relationships that I've built over the past 5 years. If you think about it, it's 35 guys on a team, and if you count all the people in the past, that's about 50 friends I've had the past 5 years, which is quite unbelievable. For the coaches, I just want to say it's been unbelievable, the things that you guys have taught me on the field and off the field, and Coach Guggens, you've helped me become a better man and a better person. And to all the other coaches, just thank you for teaching me all you have the past few years.
Yeah, I like to thank my teammates first of all, just for being as close friends as they have been for me, and just the relationships we built. I've also like to thank the coaches for all the opportunities that they've given me.
I just like to thank all the coaches for dedicating as much time that they do to the program. You can tell that they really care about it, and thanks for the opportunity to be able to play Division I athletics and get a great education from Xavier.
No. Surf's up.
All right, man. I'll see you.
I just want to, thank my teammates for 5 great years, and thank Coach Googs and everybody for giving me the opportunity to play here. So definitely, just because my family can come to all the home games, and I definitely want to thank them and my mom and for supporting me, and then my little sister as well for her having to come. And every time she comes, I always play really well. So she's my good luck charm, I guess.
Just a thank you, honestly. Just a thank you to the coaches for all the hard work that they've put in, the belief that they've had in me over the years, and allowing me to continue playing baseball and giving me this opportunity. Thank you to Julie, our trainer. Without her, I don't know if I'd ever play an inning because of all my injuries. And then just a thank you to my family for always believing in me and encouraging me even when times weren't the great, and always being there when the times were really great. So, yeah, that's all.
I'd like to thank my family for supporting me. They came out to as many games as they could for how far away I live. My coaches, just like to thank them for everything. They've spent so much time here. And, just the teammates, it's a brotherhood here. I think everyone, I love everyone, whether I've known them for 4 years or this past year. So I just think of everyone as a family, and I'll definitely keep in touch with them for the rest of our lives.
I mean, it's a process. It's a long journey. When I came here as a freshman, we were good, but we were nowhere near where we were last year. So just keep working hard. You're here for a reason. You're playing D1 baseball for a reason. You guys are all really talented. So just keep the eye on the prize. I think it's the accomplishments that you gain through all the obstacles that you face. You face so many different obstacles on the field and off the field, and just being able to know that you can overcome really anything. The past 5 years, I've dealt with, injuries, but also on the positive side, we've had a lot of accomplishments with, winning the Big East last year. You can really accomplish anything.
I think the best piece of advice I can give, my dude Jacob Bodner said, no one says it better than him, but walk humble and don't stumble. Just continue to grind, know how to handle success, along with knowing how to handle your failures.
I just want to thank the coaches for giving me this opportunity, and then all the trainers and doctors for keeping me healthy, and then my parents. I just want to thank them too, and then obviously my teammates, my 35 brothers, and all that other stuff that I love about Xavier baseball.
I can't really outdo myself on that one, but I guess just all Xavier baseball players and my family, I love them, and I couldn't do it without everybody in the program.
Work hard, and just every single day, just dedicate yourself to being the best that you can.
Just find a way to enjoy everything that you're doing. It's definitely a grind going all the way through the fall, right when you get in, and then Hell Week and the morning lifts. Just try and find a way to really enjoy the time that you have with your teammates, because it's so limited. I don't think I realized that until just about now, really. So just enjoy what you do every day.
I guess you can you use hard work? Can I use that? Is that a question? Can I not ask a question? Did I tell you your answer, buddy? Sorry.
Definitely. I mean, this is a place I've always wanted to watch a game and just sit up here. It's pretty cool. You got a great view, the beautiful field. If I was a coach, if I was Googs, I'd sit up here during the games just so you could see more. But it's pretty awesome up here. I really like it. Kind of dangerous though, but we'll make it work.
How do I hold this? Like this?
We're rolling.
Oh, we are. Hold on. First off, I want to start off by saying I'm just here just so I don't get fined. All right. Question?
Waiting on you, Andy. Two more. Coach Andy Revel back here. Just thinking about going back, playing ball behind the dish. It's probably about a 2-1. 2-1 pop time. Slow feet. You don't want to start that left knee earlier. No. See, he's still running. He still runs on balls. There it is. Yep. That's great. That's a great toss. All right. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.